Hey, what's up, beautiful people, and welcome. Welcome back to Obas Trending Gist. Today, we are diving into a story that has everyone talking. The recent incident on an Ibom Air flight where a passenger's unruly behavior led to her being removed from the plane. The internet is buzzing, and news outlets are all over it. We've got clips from Arise News where Rufai Oseni, Vimbai, and Dr. Abati weighed in with their insightful perspective. So grab your popcorn and let's get into the gist of what went down. First up, let us watch the first part of the discussion on Arise News. So sit back and take a watch.
So, we start what's trending today with a video that's going viral on social media because it's another day and another case of a violent incident at an airport. This time, it involves a female passenger on an Ibom Air flight that was reportedly coming from Uyo to Lagos. Let's take a look at the video that has a lot of people talking online.
What did you do? What did you do? I came with whip.
She's hitting me. She is hitting me. She's hitting me.
You heard the air hostess there saying she's hitting me repeatedly, and reacting to the videos on X, the Director of Public Affairs at Nigeria's Civil Aviation Authority said, "When cabin crew ask you to turn off your phone before takeoff or landing, simply comply. I can't understand why simple routine issues would lead to incidents like this. Passengers need to understand that they have responsibilities, not just rights." Right now, more details are still emerging, but what we do know is that the videos were posted to social media late yesterday evening, and as we see, it shows this female passenger not only slapping a flight attendant, but also violently confronting airport security. Bigger picture, Ibom Air is a 6-year-old airline which has reached a number of milestones in the industry, including winning Best Airline of the Year for the last 4 years. And remember, all of this is happening in the context of airlines and travel, both being in the news because of the drama last week with K1 and ValueJet when they say he tried to board the plane with alcohol. And in the early hours of this morning, we saw Quam 2 was already trending on Twitter. Ibom Air is trending on Twitter. And beyond the jokes, this is still a serious matter, you know. We see Quam 2, they're calling this incident Quam 2, you know. She wasn't immediately put in handcuffs, and that's something else people have been noticing. I'd like to get everyone's reaction, but Rufai, we can start with you.
That Quam 2, that thing just made me laugh. The truth is, we cannot condone any level of indiscipline. It's a regular procedure. Turn off your phone, put it in airplane mode or something. Just listen to them. Then it turns into a fisticuff. Please, we should go at that lady. And see, with due respect, it has to be said. You see, the way we behave in this country, we are so quick to blame our leaders, but when you check the behavior of people, it leaves much to be desired. We'd like to see the treatment that will be meted out. We know this woman too will quickly film an apology in the coming days. But like the Punch editorial team said today in the editorial about Quam 1, is the apology going to erase that part of the law? Because there must be punishment for actions. Simple as ABC. It must be seen that people are punished, not just apologies. All of this one now is because of the phone. What is so important in the phone that you can't turn off that you now go ahead, you are hitting a fellow woman? So NCAA would see how you will react to this. And I'm happy Michael Achimogu came here on Sunday and said, what Quam 1 did in some jurisdiction is termed as terrorism. Although Quam 1 has still been begging, in fact, there's a new song, Dr. Abati, I don't know if you heard it, when he went to perform,
he's begging for forgiveness.
When he was performing in the Korodu Music City in the Korodu, Ewe oriji ni moja, Ewe oriji moja,
I'll do the drum.
Ewe oriji moja, Ewe oriji moja. He has given us a new song for it.
Wow.
But please, with due respect, let us do it right.
Wow, there's a whole lot to unpack there. Rufai Oseni's point about the need for accountability is spot on. He emphasizes that no one is above the law regardless of their status. Vimbai brings up a crucial observation about how quickly the situation escalated and questions whether the response was appropriate. She also notes the passenger's refusal to comply with basic safety instructions, which is a serious issue. Dr. Abati then ties it all together by highlighting the broader societal problem of entitlement and a lack of respect for rules. He argues that this isn't just an isolated incident but a reflection of a bigger issue in our society. It is clear that all three anchors agreed that there must be consequences for such behavior to deter future occurrences. Now, let's see how the conversation continued. Here is the second part of the clip. Take a watch.
After.
Very quickly, I think this is why people are questioning what seems like a slap on the wrist for Kwamwan, because they're saying, okay, fine, if we're giving him a slap on the wrist, what happens to all these other people? Everybody is equal before the law. The law doesn't recognize celebrities, the rich, the common man, and so forth. It doesn't segregate. Everybody should be dealt with the same breath. So you see this lady being bundled off and so forth. So, okay, as airlines and as airport officials, they have the capacity to get somebody out of the way of an aircraft when they feel that person is posing a danger, and when the airline has made a decision to deny this person access or to fly on the plane. It's all about security. It's not because they're trying to make life difficult for you. A lot of people forget that these air hostesses, they're not waitresses. They're safety officials and security officials. Yes, they happen to dispense duties to make you comfortable during the flight, but their job on an aircraft or during a flight is to ensure everybody is safe and secure. So what this girl displayed was just, horrible behavior. Even as she was being dragged out, she couldn't just respect herself and get up and, alight from the flight herself. Very, very embarrassing. And this is why many people who are saying that not the maximum punishment, but the punishment prescribed by the law should be enforced without prejudice to all. Some people will say, Kwamwan has apologized, but sentiment becomes difficult when you have this type of repeat offense. There's a man who caused a disruption on a flight from, was it from Lagos to Abuja to Lagos, on Ibom Air a couple of years ago. That man went to Kuje prison.
Yes,
he went to Kuje prison.
He was dragged out of I don't even know why this girl is not even in Kuje yet. Because I remember... I'm sorry. Because I remember that was the exact thing this man was doing. Because when they were pulling the man was saying, is this how they are going to let me be? He was shouting obedience or something. The man went to prison immediately. So I don't know why this girl. I don't know. So we should be careful. And Dr. Batiruku, before you start, there's also now a video an audio that has been released about how Kwamwan was saying in the rage of anger that who is Oshiname, the man that owned the airline, I will bring him down. Do you know who I am? I will bring it.
No, the name is Shoname.
Shoname. Yeah, Shoname, yes. I will bring him down. I don't know if you've taken that in your report. There's a new audio that they released just over the weekend about Kwamwan when he was bragging. I will bring Shoname down. I will destroy. Who did they think they are?
Where he was saying that if he doesn't drink water, he gets excessively dehydrated.
You heard the...
Okay. Let's hear from Dr.
Now, Nigerians are very creative, very humorous people. Even in the face of the most serious issues, they extract comedy from it. I've seen a lot of memes. I've seen a lot of compositions by musicians on Instagram. I've seen also some musicians quickly rush into the studio. At least Portable, a Jongo of Africa, has already, given us, a chorus on it. And even Kwamwan himself has done this Forigi, that's forgive me. He has also issued a statement saying he apologizes to Nigerians generally, specifically the president, the country, the Minister of Aviation, FAN, NCAA, and that he's a man who has contributed a lot to this country, but that this has happened and he has apologized. Now, what are the issues here? 2 incidents within a few days. The one with Akwa Ibom and Ibom Air, and then the one involving Kwamwan. I think Nigerians generally should learn a lesson from this, that where your right ends is where another person's right begins. And that as citizen, as you said in your introduction, you have both rights, you also have responsibilities. And if you violate the law, you will be sanctioned for it. Now, all this, I apologize, I beg, they don't do that in other jurisdictions. The same people who misbehave here, they will not do it in Heathrow. They will not do so at Washington Dulles. When they are among organized people, they behave very well. Now, what we're witnessing is the danger of this mentality, the big man syndrome, and the "do you know who I am?" assumption of many Nigerians. I think it's important for Nigeria to continue to insist on best practices and the rule of law. If you do the crime, you do the time. The fact that you know the president or you can write an apology is totally irrelevant, because you can't do that in better organized societies. I know some people who say, well, Kwamwan has apologized, we should forget and forgive and go on. No. There should be some level of sanction to teach other Nigerians who would like to go to airports tomorrow, whether it's Ibom Air or another airline, to say, do you know who I am? Now I go to the lady. This lady, she was told to switch off her phone. And then they said she got angry, engaged in an altercation with the crew official, and she made for the fire extinguisher to hit the lady. I mean, it was on the basis of that airline officials and security moved her out. I've seen some comments, some people were saying, why did they expose her breast? Why did they? No, that's immaterial. It's our offense. That is the issue. Because both persons, both the lady and Kwamwan, they endangered the lives of other passengers. They disrupted airline operations. But I think the big issue here is the lesson that other people should learn. Because they saw the Kwamwan one, they say, oh, he's a big man. Then look at a lady, we don't even know her identity. I hope they will tell us who she is. What gives her the effrontery to want to hold up airline operations in that kind of disrespectful and idiotic manner. So I don't want to condemn the airline. I just want to say to every passenger, both now and in the future, to know that there are rules. This is a country based on the rule of law, on rules and regulations, and you must respect the rules. This is the reason why people drive on, what do they call it, one lane against the flow of traffic. And they will do it with impunity. This is why people will refuse to pay tax, and they will do it with impunity.
The question is,
there's a lot of lawlessness here.
Dr. Abati, doesn't government officials drive on one lane?
No, all of us.
So
everybody.
It comes from the
It's a Nigerian affliction.
Do politicians even respect the laws in this land?
Okay, it's a Nigerian affliction.
Doesn't government officials drive on one lane,
yes,
one way?
But it does not justify.
Are they supposed to break the law?
No. The fact that other people are doing it, and so I can also do it, is not a defense in law.
It's not a defense in law.
It's a man that is caught, that is a criminal. So the important thing is that the moral firmament framework in this country requires everybody to respect the law. Otherwise, nobody has the right to come and say, I'm a big man, I'm entitled, I'm privileged. There's no such thing.
Absolutely. We'll definitely keep following that story as we learn more about the identity of the woman.
So the discussion gets
Very
even deeper
quickly, I
here.
think,
Rufai points out the
this
double
is why
standard that
people are
often exists
questioning
where influential
the-
people believe
what
they
seems
can
like a
get
slap
away
on the wrist for
with
Kwame
breaking the
because they're
rules.
saying, okay, fine.
He rightly
If we're
argues that
giving him
the
a
law
slap on
should
the
be
wrist,
applied
what
equally
happens
to
all these
everyone.
other people?
Vimbai
Everybody
adds
is
to this
equal
by
before the
questioning
law.
why
The law
some people
doesn't
feel so
recognize
entitled that they can
celebrities, the rich,
disregard the safety of others.
the common
She
man
makes a
and so
powerful
forth. It doesn't
point about
segregate.
how this kind of
Everybody should
behavior
be dealt
puts
with the
everyone
same
on
way.
the
So you
flight
see
at
this
risk.
lady being bundled
Dr.
off and
Abati
so
brings
forth.
a historical
okay,
and cultural
as,
perspective, explaining
airlines
that
and
this
as
big
airport
man
officials,
syndrome
they have
has
the
been a
capacity
long-standing issue
to
in
get
Nigeria.
somebody out
He
of the way
stresses
of an
that for the
aircraft when
country
they
to
feel that person is
progress,
posing
there
a
must be
danger,
a collective
and when they
shift
have made
in
the airline
mindset
has made a
towards
decision
respecting
to,
order and
to deny
regulations.
this person
He also touches on the importance of the
access
airline
or,
crew
to
feeling
fly
empowered
on
to
the
enforce
plane.
safety protocol
It's all
without
about
fear
security.
of backlash.
It's not because
Now,
they are
for my own
trying
take
to
on this,
make life difficult
what we saw
for you.
in that
A lot of
video
people
is a
forget
stark
that these
reminder
air
of the
hostesses,
importance
they're not
of mutual
waitresses.
respect and
They're
adherence to
safety
rules
officials
in
and
a shared
security
space like
officials.
an airplane.
Yes, they happen to
While
dispense
it's easy to
duties
focus
make
on
you
the drama of the
comfortable during the
passenger
flight,
being removed,
but their
the
job
underlying
on an
issue here
aircraft
are
during a
what
flight
we really
is to
need
ensure
to
everybody is
address.
safe and
Rufai,
secure.
Vimbai,
So
and
what
Abati
this
all
girl
hit
displayed
on
was just,
critical
I mean,
points. The
horrible
sense of
behavior. Even as she
entitlement
was
that
being
leads someone
dragged
to
out, she
believe
couldn't just
they are
respect herself and get
exempt
up and,
from
you know,
safety regulations is not just
alight from the
arrogant,
flight
it's
herself.
dangerous.
Very,
An
very
aircraft
embarrassing.
is a
And
highly
this is why
controlled
many
environment
people
for a
who are
reason,
saying that
and every
the
rule is in place
well,
to
not the
ensure the
maximum
safety
punishment, but the
of
punishment
everyone on
prescribed by
board.
the law
This
should be
incident also
enforced
brings up
without
a conversation
prejudice
about
to
the
all.
pressure that airline staff
Some
face.
people will say,
They are
Reuben has
trained to
apologized,
handle
but
these situations, but
sentiment
they often
becomes
have to
difficult
deal
when
with
you have this
aggressive
type of
and
repeat offense. There's a
uncooperative
man
passengers,
who
which is
caused
completely
a disruption
unacceptable.
on a
Their
flight
authority
from,
must be
was it from
respected
Lagos to Abuja,
because
Abuja to
they are
Lagos,
the front
on
line
Ibom
of
Air
safety
a couple of
in the
years ago.
sky.
That man
On a
went to
broader
Kuje
level,
prison.
this
He went
speaks
to
to the
Kuje
cultural
prison.
issue
So
that Dr.
dragged out
Abati
of- I don't even know why
touched on.
this
The
girl
do you
is
know
able
who
to
I am
do it.
mentality
Because I
has to
remember-
end. It underlines the rule of
Because I
law
remember
and
that
creates
was
a
the exact
society
thing
where
this
some
man was
people
doing.
feel
Because
they are
when they
above
were pulling
accountability.
is this
We
how they are
need
going
to
to let
foster
me
a
be?
culture
Is
where
it- was
rules
that
are
obedience or
seen as
something?
a way
The man
to
went
maintain
to
order and
prison
safety to
immediately. So I
everyone,
don't
not
know why
as an
this girl-
inconvenience to bypass by
don't
a
know.
privileged few.
So we should be
Ultimately,
careful.
this
And
incident
Dr.
should
Abati,
be a learning moment for all
there's
of us.
also now a
As
video
passengers,
that has- on
we have a
YouTube has been
responsibility to be respectful
how
and cooperative.
Kwam
And as a
was
society,
saying in the
we need
rage
to
of
support
anger
the enforcement
that
of
who
rules
is
and hold
Oshiname,
everyone
the man that owned
regardless
the
of
airline.
their
I
status
will
to the
bring
same
him down.
standard.
Do you know who
That's
I am?
all the gist I
bring
have
him-
for you
The
for
name is
now.
Shoname.
What are your
Yeah,
thoughts
Shoname,
on the
yeah.
incident?
I
Do you
will
agree
bring
with
him
the
down. I
anchor's
don't know if you've
take?
taken that
Let me
as
know
well,
your
but there's a
comments
new
below.
audio
Don't
that
forget
they
to like,
released
share, and
just
subscribe
over
to
the
Obas
weekend
Trending
about
Gist
Kwam when he
for more
was
trending
bragging.
topics.
I will
Stay
bring
safe,
Shoname down.
and
I will
I'll see
destroy-
you
Who
in the
do they
next
think they are?
video.